Hello, magnificent human. I'm Maria Elise, and I'm out here on a beautiful, sunny, cold day in California redwoods with my doggy. There's Zev right there. That means wolf in Hebrew. He looks like a big wolf. Hey, Zev. Show your face. Show your beautiful face. Oh, yes. He's so cute. I love that dog. Anyway, my name is Maria Elise. I wrote The Realm of Unity, which is a utopian fantasy or a guidebook home to yourself. And I'm here to talk about acceptance and building the life of your dreams. I think there's some idea that if we accept what is, that we just have to kind of give up. You know, there's a lot of spiritual talk about acceptance, and I truly believe in this. It's so important. You have to accept the moments. Yes, of course. But it's not the same thing as giving up. Very, very different. Acceptance of what is truly owning the moment and understanding how we have contributed to the moment that is. And this is what allows us to step into our power, truly. And I know these are a lot of keyword, buzzwords or whatever, but I'm going to try to break it down from how I understand it is, we all want things, right? We all want more money, more love, better health. We want to live a vibrant life. We really want to step into their purpose. I don't know anybody who doesn't want that, whether they act like it or not. We all want to live an incredible, beautiful, abundant life, right? So how do we get there? Most of us have just given up. We're busy trying to emulate other people and not really be our true full selves. And the truth is, there's something inside each and every one of us that wants to break free. Desperately wants to break free. We all have something incredibly beautiful to contribute to the world that the world needs desperately. It's our purpose. Our purpose, the reason we came here. So if there's something inside you that just feels so exciting and so big and so out of reach, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. It's about you being your essential, truest, most beautiful self. This is why the world feels so out of alignment right now, is because we have so many people out of alignment with their true self. And everybody's living some conditioned program. What we were led to believe is how we were supposed to behave. But that thing inside you, that thing, your purpose, it's calling you. And it's important. And I want to encourage you to stop pushing it down and stop denying it and stop thinking that you're crazy. And I understand that it's scary because we don't live in a world that supports that, unfortunately, yet. I think it's coming. But we live in a world that will tend to tell you you're crazy, will push you down. Even those who say they love you will, attempt to squash your dreams. And it's not because they don't love you. It's because they're not living their purpose. And anybody who's not living their purpose is going to be threatened by someone else who is. And so it is terrifying and it is scary, but it's so necessary. And you're not alone. You are not alone. There are so many people now who are stepping up and stepping into their beauty and their magnificence and their heart and bringing it out into the world, even though it's scary, even though it's terrifying. And the world needs you. Desperately needs you. I know I keep saying that, but it's so true. We need you. I need you. And I want a more beautiful world. And so you are meant to make manifest heaven on earth. That's what we're here for, truly. This is why we came. We came to overcome all these obstacles, all the things that are trying to push us down. And we came here to create something really beautiful on this planet. Oh God, speaking of beauty, you got this beautiful sun. I'm going to show you. So where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my beautiful sunshine. Oh. All right, you're getting all the sky. It's gorgeous here. This is where I live. I'm so fortunate. So fortunate. So what was I saying? So here's how you do it. You have to come into acceptance of the present moment. That's the first step. You receive what is here. Because when you've been living a conditioned life, when you've been living small and living for everybody else except for yourself, when you've been living in a world that has defined you and not the world that you've defined for yourself, you squash yourself into a very tiny little ball, and it's not comfortable. It's really not comfortable. And if you're unhappy with any part of your life, that's why, because you've been conditioned. You've been told a bunch of lies about who you are and what you're capable of, and you've decided to live a life that is not really in alignment with you, and it hurts. And you have to receive that, accept that, acknowledge that before you can make real change. And so when I say that, receive it, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're stuck there at all. I'm just saying that we have to make peace with what is. So it is what it is. We've created this world around us. It is what it is. And then from there, we reclaim some of our power. We start to reclaim our power, the power of creation. And that power of creation is the power that you need to move forward in your life, that power that you need in order to make manifest what you came here to bring, that incredible dream that you have, that thing that you want more than anything, the thing that seems impossible, that life that is calling you. That's your soul speaking. That is your soul speaking, and that is what you're here to bring. That is what you're here to bring. I'm here to tell you that dream that you have, that is it. That's what I'm asking you to go for, because that is what the world needs. That is your gift. That is what you've come here to do. Okay? And it takes courage. It takes so much courage to act on that. You know, my inner guidance told me to write a book. Oh my God, how scary is that? I've never written a book before, but I did it because I had to, because it was just too painful to live small anymore. And there's something inside me that wants to come out. There's something I want to share. And I put it in my book, The Realm of Unity. It's a vision of a utopian world. It's everything we're talking about, basically. It's a immersive experience into a world where everyone is aligning with their soul purpose. And so it is a pathway to guide people back home to themselves, because this is all I am about. This is how we change the world. You know, I've wondered my whole life, how can I make a difference in this world? How can we change this world? How can we have an impact? How can I have an impact? And by sitting in my room obsessing about the evils of the world, by hunkering down and putting the blanket over my head, I'm not actually contributing to a more beautiful world. I'm falling prey to the illusion. I'm falling prey to the lies that I have no power. And I had to kind of pull myself up and get out of bed and ask the deeper questions and about, like, who am I and what am I here for, and what what am I meant to bring to the world? And this was one of the answers. I get answers all the time now. The more I listen to that inner voice of wisdom and that guidance of my soul, you can call it intuition or vibes, or I hear it called different things, but it's really the soul calling. And the more I listen to that, the happier I get. This is why I'm making these videos. I also had a very strong guidance to make videos and just speak from my heart. And even if it's messy and even if nobody listens, I'm still going to speak because this is what is in my heart to do. And it brings me joy. It brings me joy to speak these words. Because I'm speaking to myself, and if it can help you too, then hallelujah, that's what I want. And so what I'm asking, what I'm praying for is for each and every one of us to align with that deeper soul purpose, with that calling inside the heart, and really go for it. And this is what takes courage. This is where you need to have grit, because people are going to try to push you down. People, that's just what the world does when it sees somebody's light coming out. And so you need to link arms with as many people as possible who are also on that path, so that you get that support and that love as you stretch yourself into the new territory. Because it is scary. It is, no, it's not scary. It is utterly terrifying. But when you've spent a lifetime trying to fit into the box that is way too small for you, and you recognize it and you feel it fully, and you realize just how painful it is to live in that box, you can't stay there anymore. You have to come out. And so whatever it is that's calling you, whatever it is that's in your heart, I encourage you. I'm with you. I'm your cheerleader, and we're doing this together, and together we can create a more beautiful world. And I hope this was helpful, and I send you so much love.